I am Mumbai Harbour. Being a natural harbour, my strength is my calmness. Because of my calmness, I am able to handle all rough. Hence, Mumbai Port was built at my coast. I am witness to the glorious history of this vibrant financial capital of the country. Who would have imagined that the 7 islands with dwellings of fishing folks surrounded by the great Arabian Sea would be the financial capital of the country? Well, this was possible only and only because of Mumbai Port Trust. Let us dwell into the time and go through the legacy and heritage value of Mumbai Port Trust. On my waters, Marathas, British and Portuguese navies played hide-and-seek war games to control the Bombay Islands. In 1652, East India Company urged Queen for my purchase from Portuguese, which was realized a few years later as a dowry perhaps in the marriage treaty between the Prince Charles II of Britain and Catherine of Portuguese. As an harbour, I am witness to the progress of various landmarks within Mumbai Port, which have stood the tides of time. Let me take you through each of them. The first of the present weight docks, Sassoon Dock of Mumbai Port, was built in the 1870. Bombay Port Trust was established as a corporation on 26 June 1873. Sassoon Dock is now used as a fishing dock. The first board meeting of the Bombay Port Trust was held on 3rd July 1873 in the newly constructed Darbar Hall of the Asiatic Library building that was completed in 1833. More than a century later, 125th board meeting of Mumbai Port was held in this Darbar Hall. Apollo Bandar, the site of present-day Gateway of India, was opened for passenger traffic in 1819. To commemorate arrival of King and Queen, a replica of Gateway of India was built in 1911. Bhaucha Dhakka, one of the oldest ferry terminals catering to passengers travelling to and fro the island city of Bombay, built by Lakshman Harichandraji Ajinkya in 1841 for the convenience of passengers as well as for ships to berth, load and embark. This included Karnak and Clare bandars. Even today, the passenger terminal at Bhaucha Dhakka is used to ferry people to Mora and rivers across the harbour on the mainland and for fish landing. I am witness to the construction of first lighthouse between 1850 and 1852 on an island renamed as Kanoji Angre Dweep in 1998 after the great Maratha naval chief Kanoji Angre. This lighthouse is an important landmark at my entrance, guiding the ships from the sea to the port. Let me give you a brief of various docks built by Mumbai Port to handle cargo. The Princess Dock was built in 1880 as a part of the scheme for improving my entire foreshore. The Victoria Dock was inaugurated in the year 1888. The Princess and Victoria Dock Traffic Office, the Ghadial Godi, was the first building at the port. This magnificent structure withstood a massive explosion that took place very close to it in the year 1944. The foundation stone of Alexandra Dock was laid on 13th November 1905 and it was inaugurated on 21st March 1914. With its large shades, the cargo activity was bustling. Various gates to the docks were identified with different colors. red, yellow, white, blue, grey and green. Few gates are operational even today. It has lock gate and was renamed as Indira Dock in the year 1972. Hughes Dry Dock, constructed in 1914. It is one of the largest dry dock in Asia. Currently, it is operated by Cochin Shipyard Limited. Let me give you the brief into various structures and buildings built to facilitate the cargo handling in the docks. Port House. The headquarters of Mumbai Port Trust was built in 1891, and next to it, the Custom House was built in 1924. The Bombay Port Trust reclaimed 22 acres of land at Ballard Estate between 1914 and 1918 using material excavated from the Alexandra docks. Ballard Estate was named after Colonel J. A. Ballard, the first chairman of Mumbai Port Trust, which constructed the port and the Ballard Pier. This was a planned development executed between 1908 and 1914 by George Whitted, the chief architect of Bombay Port Trust. It has an imposing uniformity of style and design in its facades and structural constructions following the European Renaissance style of art. During 1915, the Bombay Port Trust started developing port's own railway system and constructed Ballard Pier Mole Station. Two very important trains used to start from Ballard Pier during the early days, Frontier Mail, now known as Golden Temple Mail, and the Punjab Limited, now known as the Punjab Mail. Both the trains operated from Ballard Pier in Bombay Port to Peshawar in Pakistan before partition in 1947. Legendary personalities like Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi have travelled overseas by boarding ships at the passenger terminal. Also, Bharat Ratna Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar had visited the Mumbai port in 1948. Erected at Ballard Estate, this war memorial commemorates 2 British and 1 Italian employees of the Bombay Port Trust who fell during the World War 1914-1918, as well as the contribution made by the Port Trust in the British war effort. The memorial still stands tall besides new Custom House at Ballard Estate. With railway network operational till the Vidarbha region, cotton export from the Bombay port saw a huge growth. To manage this trade better, the Cotton Exchange was opened in 1924. The Cotton Exchange building is just besides Cotton Green railway station. The Bombay explosion occurred on 14th April 1944. In the Victoria Dock of Bombay when the freighter SS Fort Sticken, carrying a mixed cargo of cotton bales, gold and ammunition, including around 1,400 tons of explosives, caught fire and was destroyed in 2 giant blasts, scattering debris, sinking surrounding ships and setting fire to the area. The magnitude of the explosion can be gauged from the fact that it was seismographically recorded in Shimla 1,600 kilometers away. The blasts cut the ship in 2 parts, shattered windows over 12 kilometers of its radius. The shower of burning material set fire up to 2 square miles around the ship. It took 3 days to bring the fire under control. Later, 8,000 men toiled for 7 months to remove around 5 lakh tons of debris and bring the docks back in action. The official death toll was 740, with around 1,800 people injured. In total, 27 other vessels were sunk or damaged in both Victoria and the Princess Dock. Gold bars from the ships were recovered even as late as 2011 during periodical dredging operations carried out in the Mumbai port. Post-independence, the marine oil terminal was constructed by Mumbai Port Trust at Butcher Island, now known as Jawahar Dweep. It has 5 oil jetties to handle crude oil tankers. With this great legacy, I am also a witness to the new, modern, state-of-art tourism and transportation hub at Princess Dock, where a 1 kilometer long stretch along the bay is already developed and open to the citizen of Mumbai by removing it from custom-bound area. It has a domestic cruise terminal which is already operational and has a restaurant and beautiful landscape for events. Amphitheatre by sea with the sitting arrangement for 300 persons. For children, a skating rink. Ropex terminal to ferry person and vehicles from Mumbai to Mandwa is built by Mumbai Port and is operated by M2M ferry services. As a part of Eastern Waterfront Development Plan, Mumbai Port is developing itself in the line of other famous city ports of the world like London and Barcelona. A new passenger terminal, Mumbai International Cruise Terminal, is being constructed at the cost of Rs 500 crore. As Mumbai Harbour, I am so proud of Mumbai Port, which has moved on since 18th century, keeping up with the latest development. One can look back with nostalgia over the centuries past and with the increased hope that in the new centuries ahead, it will grow both in usefulness for the citizens of Mumbai and commercial splendors.